again, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student, Revelio.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mandrakes.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
Yes, Professor? Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say, I nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses? Pardon me, Professor.
Your part in all this floral alchemy is simple. Take the seeds to your...
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
I adore playing wizard chess with my siblings. A bit violent, but fun.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready. Now, what say we branch out? You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses the Cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Here, dear, and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and...
What should I be doing?
I'd like you to get some They're in the greenhouse, just... Now remember, a wand is not a trowel. Revelio.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. And here we are.
Revelio.
Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone. Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Revelio. Revelio. And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. And good, as you do seem to be quite green.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a... well, I suppose.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my... damn.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. Revelio. Plants as well as friendly. necessary in the greenhouse, as in... Revelio.
I tried to brew some Hamilton tea once.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before. Hello, Lucan. I'd like to...
Excellent idea.
That'd be brilliant.
One, if you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me... Good one! Next time, perhaps. That was something.
Incendio!
Excellent form.
Incendio!
Nicely done. Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
Thanks, Lucan.
Oh, stop. Don't make me seriously, well done. Plus, you'll be even more formidable in crossed wands.
Hello, Lucan. Is the...
Big match today. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with...
I'll go it alone.
Then,
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
they made a crap's breakfast out of you that round.
Yes, I'm ready.
Very well. Care to try again?
Yes, I'm ready now.
Very well. Good luck out there. What a victory! You've won the tournament!
That was nothing. I'm just getting started.
If the best duelists in the school weren't enough for competition, then perhaps you should consider transferring to Durmstrang. Now, to the victor goes... And so it is my great honor...
I'm flattered, but I don't deserve...
Come now, now that we've definitively... Wonder how my herbology plant...
Shame it's over. I was just getting... The best duelist won, I suppose.
You can't be beat, can you?
Lost to a new student? I didn't see that coming.
Could you remind me how the Daedalian keys work?
When you spot or hear a flying key, you're to follow it back to its cabinet. Inserting it in the lock is the trick. I hope you follow, son. If you open a cabinet, I'd love to know what you find. completely incompetent.
Revelio.
Is.
I think there were dossiers as well.
Surely
Sharp's desk. I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Revelio.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round. Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer...
Professor Sharp said that Wigan-Weld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never...
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a Goblin Rebellion. Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes, we met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather, as you'll already be.
I'll get you the Fupa feather, as long as you're
I assure you he won't. Fupa feathers aren't that. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. And I've never seen anyone brew such a...
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobble. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self... Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is...
Revelio. Fine job brewing your first Wiggenweld potion. But there are many potions yet to learn. Can you remind me what you needed again?
I was... Is the...
Keep your...
Revelio.
Key when brewing potions.
Here's the Fupa feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Endurance potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish.
Your potion should not be that color, Miss McDowell. Proficiency and potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah! Dragon time! What happened?
Well done, Garrett.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Edgerus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learned a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing, You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew... Best be off. Next time we talk, I...
Revelio.
I always feel quite safe.
What are you up to now?
I think there were dossiers as well, but surely those would come.
I hate to see a creature get put down.
Trolls have no business in Hogsmeade.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Revelio.
Revelio.
Revelio. Revelio.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Revelio. 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 Revelio.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Revelio. On another adventure, are we? Revelio.
Have you ever been to Pitley?
Revelio. 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 Revelio.
This looks intriguing.
some assistance?
Hello? Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath. I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one?
Diving into the lake sounds like
Splendid!
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, they never returned.
I'm so sorry. What?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they... Father was so distraught that he forbade our... A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool. It's mainly used for studying the stars. Astronaut. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now.
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedley.
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. We are known for our contributions, but with all I plan to discover about the world around us...
It sounds dangerous.
I understand. But I've cross-referenced the vessel's last My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
Grace, what?
I was hoping you could dive down.
This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is. I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe. Hello, Grace. I followed your bearing.
Oh, how incredible!
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to... Thank you so much for doing. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber. Thank you again. And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
Revelio. Ah, Lower Hogsfield. One of my 2 favourite Hogsfields. Lovely this time of year.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ramrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind... When I said as much, they turned on me. Struck me till I nearly passed out.
You mentioned that your paintings were taken.
I am. It's my calling, though most would think it an unusual. I'd wager my finest brush that Ramrock's lot have no appreciation. Without my carts and my livelihood.
Has Ranrock's lot ever attacked you like this before?
They've been taunting and threatening me for a while now. Things have taken a much darker turn of late. Ramrock assumed that all goblins would agree to follow him, but he was wrong. Many of us...
I'm sorry this happened to you.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here. Just past them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever... Slim though the chances may be. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
Revelio.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Orn.
Revelio.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop.
Any whispers going about the town?
There's a thief on the loose by the name of Katrin Haggerty. She's an ashwang. She's stealing everything that's not nailed down. Katrin's hiding in a camp just southwest of town.
Can you tell me a bit about?
Oh, let's see. Well, I am Lower Hogsfield's preempt. In fact, I'll give you... My prices are low enough already, you see.
What do you have for sale?
My ingredients are all local to this area.
And what do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you. I hope to see you again sometime.
Lumos.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they?
They want something that Professor Fig and I...
When were you at Gring?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our...
What on earth?
There's one more thing. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to... I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you, and I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and...
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own, and...
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't officers...
I spoke with her. She was polite, but I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow was planning. I was thinking that we could investigate.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow... In the meantime, remember, I am here.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
What's going on here?
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be serious.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
You there! I see you! I've seen better. It's your line hanging in the air. One hand move! Oh, way to get yourself killed. Do you know that? Stop that! Stop it! Me? Damn!
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. There's nowhere to hide. Help them off.
I'm not going anywhere.
Take this student off the
Tell Rookwood to find you.
You little brat! Knew you were still hanging about. Stop that right now! Release me! How embarrassing! Had enough? I'd say you were trying to. They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood... Now you've done it. What are you doing?
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. Time to see I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in new. Care to tell me why two
Ashwinders? It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided. Best get moving on my research.
You mentioned someone named...
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff. Brilliant. She's a traveling vendor. Here's...
You're a researcher? Merlin? Of the legend of...
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all, I believe, he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be...
Well then, I'll let you in on it. No one has yet managed to figure out how... I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has its symbol in the...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swirl on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swirl, and we'll see what happens.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Revelio.
Conjuring fire might work. These are pyres, after all.
Incendio! The flames make the pyres sink.
How beautiful!
day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review mine.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think you should feel free to solve them as you come across them. My guess is that each will also require Mallow Suite, which you can find in Hogsmeade. I really must be off. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Sir Nicholas, our house ghost, is looking for you. You can find him near the Great Hall.
Revelio. Revelio. This could prove Lumos. Revelio.
Lumos. Revelio. Revelio.
Wonder where it might lead me. Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented...
There's the cabinet. How do I get this key in there? Well, that didn't work.
Come on.
Well, that didn't work. Well, that didn't work.
Levioso! Incendio!
That's it! An old coin. Perhaps Nellie knows what it means. Revelio. Revelio.
Italians and a historian's uniform. It was brilliant solving.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Were you able to follow one of the Daedalian keys?
Hello, Nellie. I managed to get a Daedalian key into its lock.
Brilliant! What did you find in the cabinet?
A curious token?
Looks like a Gryffindor house token. I call them house chests. I've seen the one in our common room. I do hope you continue on. For so much effort, the prize must be something grand.
I should see this through and find... Could you remind me how the...
When you spot, or I hope you follow some.
Incendio!
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
What are you playing at?
Could you remind me how the Daedalian keys work again?
아까
Revelio. Seems I'll need to find more house tokens if I'm to open this. Quite a few by the look of it.
Look.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Got it. Only 4 more to go. Revelio. This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her. Revelio. That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida. Revelio.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your book.
Oh, what a relief. I'll happily take the heavy lot off you.
Here you are.
Well, now, to work out where I went wrong, perhaps I should start brushing up. Thank goodness someone... Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.